Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to solve set matrix zeros. In this problem, we are given m into n integer matrix and we have to mark all the rows and column if we encounter n 0. So if you see in example 1, we encounter 0 here. So we mark all the row and column as 0 as you can see here and we simply return it. Let's start with the brute force approach. So in the brute force approach, if we encounter n0, then we mark all the elements with -1s. As we cannot mark them at 0, if we mark them as 0, we will encounter an problem. Like if I mark this as 0 and then we will mark it 0. After iterating the second element in matrix, the 0 will come and all the below elements are also 0. But this is wrong, completely wrong. So that's why we have to mark another number that is -1. And if we encounter an 0 value, then we leave that while marking the values as -1. So in this case, if I mark the values with -1, so that will be 0 and then there will be -1, 2 will convert to -1, 0 will convert as remaining. 0 will not convert, and after that 0, 3, 1, it will be 0, -1, -1. And it will remain same. 4, 2, 5, 3, these are remain same. And after this, by iterating again, like when we move to the another index, then we leave this value because it is -1 and we got the 0. So we will mark all the below and left pointer with -1. So again the value will be 0, -1, -1, 0, and below it will be -1, 4, 5, -1, -1, 3, 1, 5, -1. After that we will iterate more, so it will -1, 4, 5. We have to find the 0 element, so there is no 0 element left. And at last, when we got this array, then we convert all the -1 as 0. So the final will be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 4, 5, -1 to 0, then 0, 3, 1, 0. As you can see here that our answer is same. So this will be our brute force approach, but it will take much time complexity since we have to iterate from the starting to the end, which will be big of n into m. And after that, if we encounter n value 0, then we have to iterate in row and column, which will be big O n and big O m. And after that, we have to again move in the final matrix. So to mark -1 to 0, so that will be big O of n into m. So the total complexity will be big O of n into m plus big O of n for iterating rows and big O of m for iterating column to mark them with 0, and big O of n into m to mark -1 to 0. So overall complexity will be big O of n cube. The program will look like this, in which first we iterate the matrix and mark the row and column as -1. The helper function are like this, in which we will iterate in the row and mark them with -1. Similarly, we mark the column, and after that we will traverse one more time to mark the entire matrix value -1 to 0. Now let's try to optimize this. In the optimal solution, we will take a array of same size, that is n, and column of same size, that is m, and we mark all the values as 0 initially. So that will be 0 0 0 0, and it is, and column will be 0 0 0 0, since there are 4 columns and 3 rows. After that, we will iterate over the matrix. If we encounter n value as 0, then we mark the row and column index as 1. Since in the beginning we get the 0, so we mark the row and column index as 0. So the row index is 0 and column index is also 0. So we'll mark them. After that, we will iterate more, and here we got another 0. The row is 0, it is already 1, and the column is 0 1 2 3, that is 3. So we will mark the column as 1, column 3 as 1. After that, we will iterate more in the matrix, and if we encounter any other value 0, then we mark that row and column index as 1. So let's take another example. And after completing the operation, we will iterate in matrix and check if we encounter any value of row or column as 1. Then we mark the matrix ij as 0. So let's try to code this, and I will tell you line by line what we are going to build. So first take the size of the matrix, that is the n and the m. So that will be matrix total size, and for m it will be matrix zero dot size. After that, we will take two vectors in which we will store the index of row and column. So that will be 0, and for column vector int column n comma 0. We initialize the value as 0 initially, and then we will iterate in the matrix and check if any value in the matrix is 0, so that we can store it in our row index and the column index. So if we encounter any value 0, then we simply store it in row index, that will be 1. Same for the column. As we have done this operation, again we will iterate over the matrix, and then if we encounter any value, means row I equal to 1 or column I j equal to 1, then we simply store the value as 0 in matrix of ij. And that's it. Let's run this code. Okay, let's look over the code again. What we have missed, we have taken the size of m and n, then we have initialized with 0 values, then we are moving. Okay, here we have to write j, means we have to store in the vertical value, that is the column. We have successfully compiled this program. The time complexity will be bigger of m into n for first loop, and for second loop it's also big of m into n to update matrix. Total will be big of m into n, and the space complexity will be extra space are vector, that is bigger of m, and the vector for column, that is bigger of n. So total will be bigger of m plus n. And that's it. Thanks for watching this video. See you in the next one.